Between Boston and Providence, everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots.
Seibert set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. First carry here for Joe Mixon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches.
And a yard.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Watch the whip. He's coming.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8-yard gain.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Cannon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down.
Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He was tackled.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Watch the twins.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This time he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 19th touchdown now of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Bengals 14, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Bengals first down.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On second down, Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On second down now, it's Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On the play. First down, Cincinnati.
On the counter, here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Bengals 1st down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
To number 80.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Bengals.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Flush to his right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Patriots 7. Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got a man. It's Woods. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We got this.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 33. 33. All day, dog.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On for the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Third down.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. From 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So this one in the win column now.